Hey everybody, I know title is kind of sad. Summer of 2023 is over, but we were talking with some agents the other day and we were talking about the fact that, when you're talking about your goals and everything, what are some key moments? And I think the end of summer is one of them. And I guess you ask the question of, are you where you want to be? Obviously, kids start back to school in the next week or two, depending on where you are in the metro. And that's usually an indicator that summer's over, right? Whether you have kids going back to school, your clients, or whoever around you, it's kind of the end of summer. So let's start talking about thoughts on the Atlanta market or the market in general. More equity, people who own homes have more equity than they ever have. Interest rates that people have, 82.5% have mortgage rates less than 5%. But the new norm is somewhere in that 6 to 7 range. And interesting, in Q2 of 2023, the housing sentiment is that 18% of people say they'll buy a home in the next 6 months, and 16% say they'll sell in the next 6 months. These are things that factor into your business, right? So let's talk about goals for 2023. Are you on track for your goals for 23? If you think about it and you calculate it out, there are only about 100 working days left in the year. I don't put an exact number because I don't know when you watch this, but let's just say there's about 100 days left. If we know that there's about 250 working days in the year, you need to be about 60% of your goal or you're behind. And so are you where you're supposed to be? Or are you not? And then more importantly, if you're not on track, which unfortunately I know a lot of people that are not, how are you going to respond? Are you going to do the easy thing and just reduce your goal to make sure that it's something doable? Or are you going to double down and make sure that you reach your goal for the year? That's the question. How will you respond? Are you going to be accountable and things happen because of you? In other words, you're putting that effort in? Or are you going to be the victim of the market? So many people talk about the fact, oh, my business is down because the market is down. There are less transactions in the Atlanta market than there were last year. That is true. There are also less active agents in the market than there were last year. So don't be a victim. Take control of your business. Set some goals. This is an interesting Franklin Covey study that they brought up the other day. If you set 11 to 20 goals, they found that you didn't achieve any of them. If you set 4 to 10, you only achieved a couple. But if you set 2 to 3 solid goals, you typically accomplish all of them. So be realistic and focus on the important things. Let's talk about 30 days to change. If you were to take 30 days from now and change your pattern, first 10 days are pretty unbearable. The next 10 days are kind of uncomfortable, but those last 10 days are killer. I'll give you personal experience. I've been doing the gym now every day with my daughter, and the first was rough, right? It was not fun. Middle part starting to get a little bit better, but still not pleasant. Now I feel like it's just part of my life. I just go to the gym in the morning. Like that's my thing. So whatever it is that you need to do to change to make sure that you get that success for the year, start now and push through the next 30 days. Complexity is the enemy of execution. This statement was said the other day by somebody that I have great respect for. And as an engineer, I obviously have a different perspective on this, but I do agree that complexity often keeps us from executing the plan. So let's talk about a single one-page plan. This one-page business plan keeps everything in front of you with a simple plan. You can stay focused on those productivity goals, activities that help you reach those end goals, right? Because it's not about staying focused on how many closings did I have. You got to focus on the things that you need to do to get to those closings. And we all know that. Think about starting each day the night before. What I mean by that is review your activities and goals. A lot of people talk about their morning routine. If your morning routine is to get up early and plan for your day and get everything rocking and rolling and lined up and then kill it, then that works. But if you're like many people that I know, and myself, hey, yes, I get up and go to the gym, but it's out of bed, go to the gym, then get home, go to work. So I need to hit the ground running when I hit work, right? And so that means if I spend a few minutes the night before planning on what I need to do, then that's everything I need to do. And I'm ready to go and ready to hit the ground running instead of planning to run. Apply that same logic to your week, to your months. Think about it. One-page plan. I have it available. If you don't have it, if I didn't email it to you, please, reach out. I'm happy to share it. It's got Remax on it, but I mean, it's it's not relevant as to where it came from, right? It's very simple, straightforward. It's going to put everything right in front of you. And I like to think the best way to approach this plan is start at the bottom and work your way up. If you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, it's really hard to keep yourself motivated and focused, right? But if you have a strong why, we all know that's going to get you where you want to be. You got this. I know you can make this happen. I'm sharing with you, whether you came across it on your own. Let me know if I can help. If there's anything I can do, that's what I'm here for. So I wish you the best, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fall and finish to the end of 2023.